Hey, what is up, my tricksters? Today's video is a continuation of yesterday's video. This whole week we are talking about the Dinosaur deck and potential hits that could happen to the deck and how we would interact with them. So as you guys are probably noticing on the titles, it's saying no X, no problem. This is usually my series for those of you who might just be now tuning in. This is my little series where I talk about usually a deck and with a card that normally a player can't afford. But I am co-opting it this week for Dinosaur Week, and basically what we are doing here is instead of a card that we can't afford, we're imagining the ban list hitting the Dinosaur deck. And the second card on my polling data, because last week I asked in a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh groups, if you wanted to see the Dinosaur deck get hit, how would you hit it? And I mostly targeted the people who hate the Dinosaur deck. So I got a few people who play dinosaurs and enjoy it commenting, and they left some really great comments. And they were added to the polling data. But most of the guys I got were guys who were like, "Fuck dinosaurs! That deck needs to go!" So the first card was Miscellaneousaurus. If you want to see that episode, that's the one before this one, so you are more than welcome to go check that out. But this episode is Oviraptor, the Stratos of the Dinosaur deck. So, I'm going to be showcasing you in today's video the Oviraptor to 1, because the second half of this is we usually take a realistic ban, except this Friday's episode. Friday's episode, we're gonna go all out, and we're gonna go with a full to 0, and that's gonna be for Ultimate Vector Tyranno. So stay tuned to Friday. We're gonna be going all the way, making a different deck. Tomorrow will be Fossil Dig. So let's go for Oviraptor. This card, we're gonna play this deck as if Konami decided to say we're gonna copy the OCG and put Oviraptor to 1. So, how does the Dinosaur deck adapt? Well, you guys are going to find out, because I am going to show you guys some replay footage of me playing a Dinosaur deck with one Oviraptor, and then we're going to go over to the deck profile, and I will showcase you guys that deck. So without further ado, let's go check out that replay footage. And there you have it, guys. That was Oviraptor at 1. Now, here's the big reason why Oviraptor going to 1 is not the worst thing for dinosaurs in the world. The big reason why is, one, Konami gave us well, we have like a handful of reasons, but one of them being is Konami is giving us a secondary engine, the scrap engine. So basically, if Oviraptor goes to 1, it just makes room for the scrap engine. So you'll have plenty of room in your deck. And then, of course, the good news about it is you really only need 1 scrap chimera. And if you... it's like $30 right now. But the good news is a lot of the scrap cards are going to be up for reprints. So a little sneak peek into tomorrow. You're going to link when reprint season gets around for the scrap cards that are going to be up for reprints. Chimera and Golem and Scrapyard are the ones you're going to be looking for. So go ahead and pick up your Scrap Raptors out of the new Lightning Overdrive. But basically, there you go. Makes for easy rank 4 plays. Or Synchro 8 if you want to go for a Scrap Dragon or something like that. That's up to you. I don't know your deck. The other part of it is that we actually already got the replacement for, well, sort of. There was a card we already knew that was going to be a replacement for Oviraptor. This is why dinosaurs actually still see some play in the OCG, and this is because Amanador and Archosaur. Now, in the OCG, it is a common. This card is set up for reprints. It's believed that it will be reprinted in the Megatens. There are some dinosaur haters that have some wishful thinking that I know that are hoping that this card won't make it into the Megatens, but if I was a betting man, it probably will. It's probably going to make it into the Megatens as probably like a super or something, maybe a lower rarity, but that's okay. The point that I'm getting at is this card will probably be a little bit more, shall we say, it's going to be a little bit more affordable. It's like a $50 card right now, 50 plus, and it could easily go down to a $10 card and once it gets reprinted, which would be a good thing for the dinosaurs as a whole, especially if Konami decided to get a wild hair and go after the Oviraptor. So there you go. They already gave, and for budget players, rejoice. You two are also not SOL. But as you guys saw, one Oviraptor's like I said, taking one piece out of the engine doesn't kill the deck, which is what the dinosaur haters really want. They want the deck to die. It's not gonna happen. The only way that the dinosaur deck is gonna die, well, I'll save that for Friday. I'll save that one for Friday. I'll tell you how the dinosaur deck dies, but only on Friday. So if you guys want to see that one where we'll have to play without the Big Daddy Boss Monster, come back on Friday. But basically, this card is the secondary card. You got Amanador Archosaur. Bagillosaurus is just an extender. This card is basically in here to just, put a token on the field and have something to hit to make a baby go pop and then get to our one Oviraptor. That's just another way for us to get to it. We also have the triple fossil dig. Dark Ruler No More is to help stop the play, so we actually get to play the game. And then, of course, we have Gammas. We still have the Misks, and the Misks get us to Amanador and Archosaur. This is basically how the OCG plays the game. It's all about Misk and Archosaur, and then, of course, you got Gammas and Ashes to back that up. And then, of course, we got Called by the Grave to help back up any place we do make. And then, of course, we still got our big badass boss monsters. And our extra deck does look a little different. Not maybe from yesterday's video, but it would from a typical Lost World dinosaur deck. In the idea that we're playing Savage. It's a negate. Omega, it's another card to make off of these guys. Also, the cool thing is Cyframe Driver is a normal monster, and with Lost World, that does come up. We also have Dawn Dragster because Scrap Raptor is a tuner, and Gillosaurus is a level 3, so boom, you do the math, voila, now we have another spell and trap negate. Naturia Beast, that's also another reason why we're playing the Martial Empalio, is because this guy gets summoned off a Misk, because this guy equals a Naturia Beast, so there you go. Then we have Vesper here. This card is just, to use up this card, because the Timeless's draw effect is more important in this deck with only one Oviraptor. And then, of course, you have Missile. The extra deck is just kind of standard after that, except for like this. This is just another OTK card. You don't really even need Burl Sword if this was the route you were taking. Most dinosaur decks don't because they have Conductor Tyranno. But there you go. Burl Sword is another just, let's end it here. I don't know. I'm sure some of you guys noticed in that one replay where I could have gotten them for the pill. For some reason, the app glitched out and wouldn't let me go get the Double Evolution pill in that game. I don't know what that was about. I still won, but, you know, I think it's game number 2. But you get the, just in case that was a question that popped up for you guys. And then you guys probably saw the Golem in here. I eventually did take the Golem out from the scrap deck, but that was just because I didn't really feel like it was necessary. But you can put it back in if you want. Anyway, guys, this has been the, you know, the no X, no problem for Oviraptor. So if you guys enjoyed this, do me a solid and leave me one of these. And let me know what you're thinking in the comments below. Tomorrow we're going to be doing Fossil Dig. What would happen if Fossil Dig was the card that went to 1? Anyway, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. I'm Bit2000 yugioh. I am your friendly neighborhood Yu-Gi-Oh superhero, and I'll catch you tomorrow.